Hey there, War Gamers, Justin Paint here, and I want to do a quick video with my phone here and give you guys an update about the sets that are coming out. So first and foremost, if you watched my hobby update / channel update video that just went live, I talked about what's going on in my real life right now, and I've got some videos pre-scheduled, but my filming sessions are going to be a little bit sparse here because I'm moving. Once I'm moving, I'm going to try and get caught back up. Tutorials are done right now. That's getting ready to end if it hasn't already. I don't have anything filmed for tutorials. That's something that I've told you guys, I've been upfront about, that will happen when I can get to it, but it's not a guarantee. So I have some ideas for things I want to do when I get time. So the focus of the channel will be rambling videos, unboxings, battle reports, things of that nature, giving you guys updates on my terrain as well. And before we get into this, I do want to give a big shout out to all the patrons that we picked up this month. I've been shipping out the, I'm calling them Patreon packs. It's the prototype terrain kits that I've got that were shrink wrapped, as well as some pre-built terrain from the various prototyping I had done. And that actually, I think doubled Patreon size at least. So you guys were super kind. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. It's continuing to grow, which is amazing because I don't think my channel is super duper amazing. I like what I do, but the fact that 20-something people are patrons right now, I think is pretty awesome. Hopefully that grows, and I'll be able to invest more time, get more equipment, pay bills for Jeeps that keep breaking down, things of that nature. So big shout out to you guys. Thank you for supporting what I do. And for everyone who isn't a patron, you should consider it. And if that's not for you, but you continue to like and follow my videos, thank you. That's also very helpful too. So that said, what do we got here? So I've been working on, I'd sidestepped my city terrain to try and get this stuff finished before Nova. So this is the next sets for AO. They are military looking terrain pieces. And we will have 3 sets that will launch. And that is going to be the strategic command complex, the logistics complex, and the remote missile site. And we got, these kind of cool, look like missile pods. And then we got little doors here, look like they open. So kind of remixed things and buildings, but it's meant to kind of add to your table if you already have a bunch of the AO stuff, the bunkers, the motor pool, mech bay, the air traffic control center, and stuff like that. So what is going to come in each set? I'll have to look at the website to get the exact buildings, but we're going to have one set, which is this one. That is going to be the remote launch site. And if I recall, it's going to come with some bridges, which should connect here. I apologize, because this is being done on my phone. I don't have time today to get out the cameras and film and edit. Been real busy, so I'm trying to do this before I leave. And one of the things that's really cool about this is these doors are opposite each other. So if you do connect via bridge, you got that. This set also comes with 2 of these so that you can increase the height if you want. And look, little doors. You can also take those off if you want and put them on the bottom level. And then I believe it's got one, there's probably more than 2 bridges, but we've got at least one more. And it is going to connect to one of these. If I can get that on there. Doing it one-handed here. I'm trying, folks. It's a little tight. That little bridge giving me trouble here. Of course, this would happen while I'm on camera. And I'm trying to film with my cell phone, and hang on, let me just plop this down. We got a little tripod on this thing. I apologize, this is real shaky. I cannot edit this on my my phone here. But what is that catching? What are we catching here? I think this is just me putting on one of the buttresses. Not very good. Well, there we go. I don't know what was going on. We got it. These are a little snug on some areas, especially once you add paint. But there we go. So that is the remote launch site. Those buildings, these, and you can take those off, spread them out if you want to. But we've got them there for some height, which I think is cool. We then have the strategic command complex, which is one of these big boys right here. And then it is these 3 buildings here. So we'll have various bridges as well. I'm not sure exactly the breakdown on the bridges because I forget. But you should have, I think, at least enough to connect all the buildings. Okay, here we go. And again, I apologize. I've apologized already. I'll keep doing it. It's what I do because I'm on my cell phone trying to record, and it's ridiculous. And this is, it's giving me so much trouble. So much trouble. I don't know why this is giving me so many problems on that one side on all of them. It's like that one buttress on all those buildings is just a tad close. I might need to, there we go. Before release, I might need to adjust those bridges just a smidge. It works here, but like it's really tight on that. So is what it is right now because we're filming. So we got that. We got our little missile site here. That'll connect. Let's give that one a long one, and it can connect to the side here. As I knock off everything. This would have been much more polished if I had had time to do actual filming. Yeah, I wonder what's going on. Maybe these are old bridges, because Austin and I, we totally adjusted these to come in. I'm gonna pop this on the tripod again. I apologize, folks. I know this is disorienting, watching this bounce all over the place. But we totally fixed the, and look, then it goes straight in. I think maybe it's the angle at which I'm doing it, holding my phone. So there we go. That is connected. And then you could connect this one how you see fit, put it wherever you want. In this case, I'm just gonna connect it to this one here because I think that's kind of cool. And let's do it this direction. There we go. So we've got our strategic command complex. We've got our remote launch site, even though it's got 2 big buildings, but it's kind of cool. And then the last set, which I think is going to be the more popular of them, has got a bunch of small buildings in it, and this is really going to help outfit your table. These sets will have a bunch of bridges. Again, I don't remember what the breakdown is, but this is all the bridges from the sets. I just finished getting these all assembled and painted, so I've got all this terrain floating around here. So you will get that one, plus this one, plus, so this is roughly 2 inches tall. This is roughly 1 inch, 2 inch. You got 2 more 1 inches of that size. And the reason for the breakdown on the number of buildings you get here is because of how much space we had on the machines, and we would have a lot of wasted space. We would have liked to have had a different number of each type of building, but this is what we had to do to get it practical. Either we would have a bunch of wasted space, or you didn't end up with this weird number of buildings. So we went with the weird numbers of buildings so you guys get more stuff. So 2 of those and 1 of these. I got the choice of which ones to double up on. I went with this one and this one because it's larger footprint, and this one because it's higher. So we get a variety of height 2s and height 1s, and we still ended up with 4 of each. So that's 8 buildings. I think MSRP on this is $75, $75, $75, I think, give or take $5. And these also connect. So you can totally bridge these. Let me, before I fart around here and give you guys a little bit of vertigo or something, we'll go ahead and just put the phone down and connect our buildings here. There we go. So it connects. And the other thing is the height 2s can connect to the other height 2 buildings that we have here as well. So maybe for our command complex or our remote launch site, maybe you've got the logistics complex as well. Maybe you want to add this on, and you just connect that right in there. That one connected much easier. There we go. And then we've got our other small ones. We don't have a lot of height one. I don't have any height ones on those to connect to, but these buildings can also stack. So maybe you want to put that up there, right? And the other cool thing with these is if you want to cover them, these buildings completely cover that. So you can kind of change the look of your building if you want. And if I recall, it should cover those as well. Yep. So there you go. That one's a little bit more snug, but this works out pretty good. So I think that is pretty cool. And again, we've got our connectors to connect your buildings. and get a variety of interesting play surfaces on your table. I am not as big of a fan of the bridges on the 1-inch high buildings as I am on the 2-inch ones, because I feel like playing around them at that height level is you're just going to be you're going to limit some of the areas you can put models, because your mechs aren't walking under them. So I think those are more standalones. But if you want to have bridges that connect the various other things, you totally can, and they can go under if you want as well. So maybe you want some crisscrossy going on here, no crisscross action. There we go. So now we got that. Again, not high enough for it to be doing anything super efficient for gameplay purposes, but for setting up a cool looking table, you can totally do that. And then let's grab our remote, or our strategic command center, and let's just turn it around, and we'll create this kind of cool military base here. And there we go. Like, that's super interesting. I'm so glad I've got this all done. And like I said, you could pop these down, you know, and have more surface play area if you want. Those two there, that one, you can come down, mix them around on the table, and have more stuff going on to play with. So this will be coming out hopefully soon. That'll be the remote launch site there. This will be the strategic command complex minus those 2 buildings. And then we'll have the logistics command, or logistics complex with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 buildings. So now I want to give you guys a quick update. Again, as doing YouTube videos is going to be a little bit sparse for new filming coming up soon until I get moved. Again, I have stuff pre-filmed, but or scheduled, but new stuff not in the books right now. But we will get back to it. Before I sign off today, though, folks, I'm going to give you guys some mechs here for scale so that you can see. My stuff's a little bit larger, but for Alpha Strike, I think this stuff works really good, and I like the way it looks. And for the 2-inch high, look, that little guy, he goes under there, and little locust across the bridge. So I think it's very cool. I dig it. I hope you guys do as well. I'm going to attempt to rotate this around if I can. I don't know if that's going to work, and sign off. So if I'm staring off in some weird direction, I apologize, folks. But thank you so much for bearing with me through this. I hope that you enjoy that stuff. I wish there was a feature for me to flip the camera while I'm filming. It doesn't show. Thanks, iPhone. Of all the features you have, you don't have that one, and I feel like I'm like talking off on the side of the screen. So, but that said, folks, thank you for listening to me ramble. Hope you like the new set, and we'll want to add it to your tables. You'll hopefully see some of this at Southern Assault and Northern Assault this year, up at Nova and for Bobby's event from Fortress Miniatures and Games. And yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. Thanks for supporting what I do. As always, keep painting your models, keep rolling your dice, and I will catch you guys next time.